Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 42 of my personal vlog, the Josh Diaz vlog. And today I'm going to be talking about, we've got the incoming vaccine mandate for indoor dining and other amenities here in King County in the state of Washington. I'll be talking about a couple of books that I've started flipping through and listening to. And if we have time for it, go do a little update on my workout routine, how it's going. So, for starters, I figured I would just share a little bit of an update with you guys um, on the latest and greatest of the never-ending upside-down world that we're living in here in the great state of Washington. I think a couple of months ago, I did a little Instagram video, and it was like day 500 and something of 2 weeks to flatten the curve. So here we are, another 30 days later. And I think I've stopped stressing about the topic to some degree. I don't put that lightly because I still have family members who are affected by it, friends who are affected by it, and by that I mean, close family members losing work, losing their livelihood over the vaccine mandates, um, the social tension still high over, masks. Although I gotta say, I've been loose. I've continued to be very loose um, with the masks, and I don't know if anyone's really bothered me about it recently. So I don't know if people are getting tired of being mask Nazis, or I've just learned to live with it. I don't know, but yeah, that one hasn't seemed to be as big of an issue. But I think the reason that I have, I guess, settled down is because I think I've just accepted the fate of this area. I think when I was committed to living here, doing business here, and all of that, I was invested in solutions, and hey, they're being solutions to the problems. But I think that I've been resigned to a couple of things. Not recently, but I've come maybe within the last year. Is a None of this is based on logic or good faith, or reason, or any of those things, and it's going to continue. There's no at least in this area, there is no rational pushback that I can see, or that I have seen, against this one-sided push towards, to use extreme words, medical tyranny, medical apartheid, communism, whatever you want to call it, but just this one-sided push towards uncomfortable public policy for people who don't like, the state governor imposing, and the city council, and the county council, and imposing their will upon you as a private citizen. So I think that's what I've come to, is just accepting that, hey, there is no logic to this, so you can't fight an illogical policy with logic. So that's where I've stopped trying there, and it's gonna keep heading the same direction that it is at this point. We're almost into, we're coming up on 2 years of living under this. And the third thing I think that's chilled me out is I'm leaving. I'm out of here. In the last week's episode, the update that I gave, the update that I gave of the life changes coming. One of the biggest one is, hey, we decided about a month ago to pull up tent stakes and move. So we thought maybe Montana or Wyoming, and we're the newest top of the list destination is Tennessee. And, I think I kind of wrap myself around the axle a little bit sometimes, trying to figure out where that destination is going to be. But in reality, anywhere is going to be better than here. And I have, and the stress of living in this environment, again, for some people, it's not stressful. If you like wearing a mask, if you like taking shots and doing it all at the beck and call of the schmucks who are the local politicians, then there's no stress, there's no discomfort in living here. But if that's not the case, then well, I think I'm getting I lost my train of thought there for a second. But basically, for those of you who don't know, today is October 24th, and a local health order will go into effect tomorrow on October 25th, and it is a verification of vaccine order. And so it goes down the first couple pages are spent talking about the Delta variant and the vaccine rates, and still hundreds of thousands of people in King County eligible who have not been vaccinated. And let's see, whereas okay, so then based upon all the above, as the local health officer, I hereby find that at this time the verification of vaccine upon entry for individuals attending social, recreational, entertainment events and establishments is reasonable and necessary in King County to reduce the risk for COVID-19 transmission. You don't say, Mr. Jeffrey Duchin, a fitting last name. Jeffrey Duchin is our local health officer, who in the order states, effective immediately, as local health officer, I hereby order as follows. And this is a little bit confusing to me because I didn't realize unelected, I don't know, let's see, is a county health officer elected? Let's see. King County. Okay, King County Board of Health setting. The 11-member board is comprised of 3 health professionals and 8 elected officials who serve terms ranging from 1 to 3 years. Let's see. Okay. So, okay, so it's a collection of King Council members, Seattle City Council members, suburban elected, and public health staff. So the guy who issued the order is not on those. Let's see what his title is. Local health officer. All right. Well, sounds very unelected to me. So this is just funny to me that a unelected health officer, God, wait, I gotta know what this guy's, what his position is. I would imagine it's appointed or hired or whatever it is. So here we go. Hereby orders as follows. Verification of vaccine order. For all patrons and customers 12 years of age and older, verification that they are, bold, fully vaccinated is required at the following public events and establishments. Outdoor recreational and entertainment events with 500 people or more, such as collegiate sports, professional sports, and concerts, effective October 25th, 2021. Indoor restaurants, bars, taverns with seating capacity of 12 and more. And indoor entertainment and recreational establishments, such as gyms, fitness facilities, public pools, entertainment and performing arts venues, nightclubs, music and concert venues, movie theaters, museums, collegiate professional sports and stadiums, exhibition halls, and convention centers. Indoor restaurants, bars, and taverns. With seating capacity of less than 12 is going to go into effect December 6th. So if you thought you were safe in a restaurant with less than 12 people, you thought wrong. All right. So for purpose of this order, fully vaccinated means that a person has received all the required doses of an FDA-authorized COVID-19 vaccine. 2 doses of Moderna or Pfizer, and 1 dose of Johnson & Johnson or a WHO authorized COVID-19 vaccine series, and 14 days has passed since the final dose. Verification may be established by any of the following documentation methods: CDC record card or a photo of vaccine record card, QR code, a vaccine administration record from a vaccine provider, including an individual's doctor, any other digital vaccine card, specifically by Public Health, Seattle, and King County, as sufficient to demonstrate proof of vaccine status. Additional identification, such as a driver's license or ID, is not required. As an alternative to providing vaccine verification, prior to entry, individuals must provide digital or printed documentation from a testing agent, including laboratory, healthcare provider, or pharmacy, of a negative FDA authorized or approved PCR test or an approved antigen rapid test administered within 72 hours. Antigen tests that are self-administered will not be accepted. So, I've been trying to figure out ways or reasons why I am so off-put by this policy. And to be honest, I've had trouble putting together a bulletproof argument, right? Because again, when I try to think about these things, I think about it from, how I would imagine people that I know would argue and debate and say, oh, it's not such a big deal. It's, again, what is the big deal? Or even saying, hey, it's a good thing. You've got this contagious virus out there, and this is something that's done to protect people. This is going to encourage people to get vaccinated. And so to be honest, I've been having trouble figuring out what it is that is so crazy to me about this policy. And I think there's a couple of things that I've come up with, which is Um, I think maybe it comes down to two issues that I have with it, which is one is the who and the like. There's kind of the um, there's kind of the man. It's just the who argument, I guess, which is who gets to decide these rules and do we trust their ability to set these guidelines, right? Because man, with a lot of this, it's arbitrary, and or it's up to the discretion of that's a better way of putting it, is it's up to the discretion of a small group of people, right? It's this Jeff Dushin guy um, who gets to decide, hey, you get to uh, go eat at a restaurant on, and the dates are arbitrary, right? It's, as of October 25th or as of December 6th, right? So it's maybe the arbitrary nature. So here's another interesting thing, right? Which is it's outdoor and recreational and entertainment events with 500 or more people. So there is another, kind of arbitrary number, which is why not 450? Why not 499? What, or why not 600? Why not let events with 500 or more or 500 or less slip through the cracks? 200, 100 people, are these where is the science, where's the data behind this arbitrary number? And then I guess it's maybe a little bit of the slippery slope mentality, which is, okay, you may agree with this today. You may say, hey, I'm glad Jeff Dushin is the primary he's the singular party that gets to decide whether or not you can eat at a restaurant or go to a gym or a fitness facility or public pool venue. All of these things, he gets to decide whether or not you can enter the establishment. Because the way that they soft play these things, right, is it's the either or. Hey, it's not a vaccine mandate because there's a testing option. Because every time you want to go on date night with your lady on a Friday night, just make sure Wednesday or Thursday or Friday to go get a rapid test and have your results, and then be ready to show that proof at the door. But what happens in 6 months if they go, no, not good enough? It's still spreading like crazy, and the numbers are still high. And you know what? We're going to take away the test out option. So I don't know. I'm having a hard time putting together a bulletproof, coherent way of putting it. Other than and another one is just citizens are no longer being treated as equal under the eyes of the law. Your medical status is now determining your ability to access certain amenities in society, and I think that's what is maybe so crazy. So yeah, all that being said, I'm still working on putting together that bulletproof argument against these vaccine mandates. And so if you guys, but besides, I mean, it's almost weird that we even have to get this creative or tricky, or I feel the need to do so, because it's like, Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. So I won't stumble my way through that one anymore. I'm still working on it. Again, the vaccine mandate, mind blowing stuff. Then the other two items I said I would touch on, and I will here pretty quickly, just because if any of you guys have even made it this far, bless your hearts. So I'll just move on. So the so the next item I said I would mention is the couple of books I'm now flipping through or listening to. The first one is Snowball by Warren Buffett, not by Warren Buffett, by a biographer who worked with Warren Buffett, who had access to him to write a biography on him. And I picked this up as we were closing our business because as I'm making kind of some career changes, life changes, and trying to figure out what it is I'm going to do next, I am trying to once again kind of learn from greatness, pull anything I can out of these stories of the guys who've really, from what I can tell, have succeeded in the marketplace and have, built wealth, done positive things in the world. And so just trying to see what can I steal from their story to help create my own. And then another one, this was a recommendation of my brother, and I had obviously, been aware that it was a thing, but he got it, was listening to it and recommended it. And it's Green Lights by Mathew McConaughey. And it's kind of his personal story so far, and it's super fun. This one I'm listening to on audiobook, and it's written, and he reads the audiobook, which is amazing, and it's written in his it's a fun style with lots of little tangents and poems and what he calls bumper stickers, and just tells some super cool stories, and yeah, it's fun, but is also deep at the same time. So highly recommend that one. And then lastly, just figured I'd give a bit of an update on the workouts as well, because again, I did have my TikTok friend, Deadlifts and Dalmatians, hit me up and just wanted to know how I was doing. Let's see, I think I did 7. Oh man. And so just figured I'd give a little bit of an update. Like I told him, I was it's been a bad month, I think, for working out. So I was like pretty sick, maybe 3 weeks ago for like a week, and then we went on vacation for a week. Felt good enough to get one of my workouts in and the jiu-jitsu training in, and then when we got back this week, I got my workout in, which was great early in the week, and then that evening, I think it was, I came down with like a stomach flu or food poisoning or something like that, and literally was like feverish and puking through the night. It was totally crazy, and that just threw off the rest of my week, and I ended up pushing out my workout one day because yesterday I just was not, I woke up and I was like, nope, not still, don't feel 100%. I need to spend the whole day kind of hydrating and get ready. So I had some pho for lunch, and I hydrated and nourished up and hit it today. And it was a good, I'd say, pumped up some numbers, which was great, but I don't think I absolutely dominated the weight room like I maybe have at times when I'm feeling really good, but happy to get in there, dust off the cobwebs. And yeah, so the workouts are still going good. Each week I'm trying to bump up either the weights, excuse me, each workout, which is nice because it's upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. The lower body is the same. The upper body is one workout will be chest and back, and then another workout will be shoulders and arms. And so again, each time I'm just looking at it going, okay, can I bump up some rep? If I was in the rep range last time, can I bump up the reps so that I get out of the rep range, which means next time I'll have to bump up the weight? Or hey, awesome, last time I was out of the rep range, so now I need to up the weight. And just trying to progress each time, and I'm continuing to feel stronger, and so we'll see how it goes. I think that one's just going to be kind of a long, just like a long-term project to continue to see how it goes. Kind of like a lot of this stuff, which one thing I've been paying a little bit more attention to recently has been kind of finances and stuff like that. And it's cool to see that something that I started paying attention to years and years ago, again, like put some money in just like a index fund when I was a senior in school, and here it is, 4 or 5 years later, and to see that curve starting to go what looks like in an exponential direction. So that's a lot of fun. I am paying a little bit more attention to that these days, but I, on that front, am really uncertain of what the next best move for me financially is, whether it's to kind of double down on just kind of the stock market investing, or to prepare for like potential real estate investing, or to just save up, buy the house, pay down and pay off the house, and then work on career stuff, getting a big income going to then get back into the investing side of things. So pretty uncertain in that department, and I think time will tell on that front. So this one has been a little bit disjointed and ranting and all that, but figured I'd cover the vaccine mandate coming up, and then just some little things that I'm up to. So again, I hope that you are all well, and continue to enjoy and have a productive week coming up. So I'll catch you all next time, and appreciate anyone who has chosen to tune in. Thanks, guys. Catch you later. Bye.